sino ang mga papabor sa death penalty bill.
Sabihin ng bawat isa ano yung boto nila kasi pananagutin namin sila. Hindi namin papabayaan to. Na hanggang dito lang matapos ang boto sila tapos wala na. They will also make them feel the consequences.
Ang iba't ibang militanteng grupo na
takot-takutin na kudita, yung mga House Duterte, pati yung mga pare. Ito, pareho mga pala tayong tarantado. Basahin niyo yung libro na yan. Ang opening remark, si Bacani. Putang ina Bacani yan, dalawa pa lang asawa. Pareho ko. Parang mayor rin ang buang. Tapos kung magsalita itong mga unggoy na to. Tang ina. Sila na, basahin mo yan, it's by Rufo. It's called Altar Secrets. Secrets of the Altar or Altar. Nandyan lahat, sex, corruption, politics. Siya yung narrator ng CBCP. He's a writer. Diyan sa nagpo-cover ng binulgar niya lahat. Wala dito, it's written by Rufo. It's online. I'll give everyone a copy if I can get one. Basahin ninyo yan. Ngayon, kung magsabi kayo, pag nabasa ninyo, nagkamali ako, nang-waiting, mag-resign ako. Nakatalikod ng Altar of Secrets, Sex, Politics, and Money in the Philippine Catholic Church. Seller ito, online. Aris Propo. Pinulgar niya lahat. Basahin ninyo to. Pagkatapos kong sabihin ninyo, nagsinugaling ako, at wala yung, how do you say the basis in Tagalog? Wala kayong karapatan magmura. Magre-resign na po ako. Walang problema. Pero kung ito, pag nabasa na ito, sabihin ko sa mga bishops ng conference, marami kayo eh. Pareho bang pala ang baho natin, babae, ganon. Eh, puro kayo, korupsyon. Oh, wala ako sa pera. Sa babae lang. Medyo limitado yung akin. Sumunin ko kayong lahat, bishops conference. Mag-resign tayo bukas sabay-sabay. Okay? Resign. Ako mauna. I will deliver my letter of resignation. Hintayin ninyo kayong media.
Mariing pinabulaanan ni Novaliches Bishop Emeritus Teodoro Bacani ang aligasyon ng Pangulo na may dalawa siyang asawa. Una sa text sa panayam ng GMA News.
Ay, di nagtatawanan lang kami. Actually, tatawanan. Pero sabi ko later on, hindi nakatawa-tawa ito. Grabe naman ito kahit na hindi totoo. Kahit nakalukuhan. Baka paniwalaan ng mga tao si Presidente.
Binasa rin daw niya ang librong ipinakita ng Pangulo tungkol sa mga kontrobersya sa simbahang Katolika.
I'm sure that that book did not say that I had two wives. Bibigyan ko si Presidente ng 5 million pesos kung makakita ng isang asawa ko. Hihiram na lang ako ng pera. Pero ako'y sigurado wala naman makikitang ganun eh.
Ang Presidente...
Huwag kayong magpaparatang ng hindi totoo, mahiya po kayo. Ay nako, nakakahiya naman yan. Huwag niyong gagawin yan. Pumapatay kayo sa dangal ng inyong kapwa-tao.
When I will request for all the receipts of the donations and the disbursement, you will give it to me?
No, that depends. What for? Why are you asking for that?
Are you challenging the story that it's not true? So if I will ask for all the donations received for all the calamity victims and all the disbursements, will you be able to give it to me?
Well, we ask first. I think we have the right to ask also. Why?
For publication.
What for?
Transparency.
What for?
For transparency.
Are we required to present to you? Why are we required to send it to you?
So are you telling me that you won't give it to me?
No, I'm not telling you that, but why are you asking for it?
For transparency, Bishop.
Why do you have to, what do you mean by transparent? Do we have to be transparent to you?
That's the
You
issue
said
within
that-
your diocese, financial transparency.
Okay, so let us move on. Let us move on. So the question was made, the answer was
My
made.
answer is we can be transparent, but if we have people who we are able to present that. And if you want, it's always available.
Can you just make a categorical statement that you will give the documents to me?
It depends.
Okay.
Why do you want it? I have the right to ask you, why do you want it?
Okay, tapos na yun.
Okay.
Ganyan. Next.
Kayo ng yak-yak. May isang simbahan pa raw, pinapakita yung mga extrajudicial. Anong ginawa ng simbahan? Kayong simbahan ng Katoliko, milyon ang kita ninyo linggo-linggo all throughout the Philippines, karaming simbahan. Saan ang pera ng tao? Kami yung pera namin, na-explain namin sa tao. Kayong mga pare, mga obispo, magaganda ng suot ninyo mga kutsi. Meron ba kayong isang bahay lang baski 5 kwarto para rehab? Anong ginawa ninyo, simbahan ninyo? Bibilang kayo ng pera instead of going around the neighborhoods explaining to the people why they should not be in that industry because they will die. Na ngayon, gusto ninyo matapos ang patayan, all you have to do is to preach. Kasi karamahan dito Katoliko. Kung mahusay ka na pare, ipaintindi mo, mamamatay ka, umalis ka sa droga. Hindi nakakatulong pa kayo. Hindi, instead of maghintay kayo na may namatay na you criticize the police, you criticize me, for what? Kayo yung may mga pera. When we were young, kasako cabinet members, well, we were making confessions to you. We were being molested. Hinahawakan na kami. Kayo, what is your moral ascendancy in the Philippines? Religion? What is the meaning of it? Hindi kayo nakakatulong, daldal kayo ng daldal. Kung kayo ang magkamali, okay lang. So, bakit kaming mga nasa gobyerno? Na pwede niyong sabihin, kayo ganong ito. O kami na ngayon ang magtanong, Katoliko man ako. Anong ginagawa ninyo sa pera? Anong gawa ninyo, ang kabaklaan ninyo dyan sa mga seminaryo ninyo? Anong pinagagawa ninyo sa mga bata noon? Did you investigate us? Check kayo. Extrajudicial killing. Tumulong kayo. Ito nga ibigay ko sa inyo. Basbasan ninyo ito ng holy. Totoo man kaya yung holy water. Paliguan ninyo ng isang tunilada tubig para gumaling. Ay, ito natatlis yung mga miracle yung tubig ninyo. Pwede ipainom ninyo. Daldal kayo ng daldal yan eh. Tapos kayo with all the pageantry and ceremony. Pag gold-gold pa kayo ng mga chalice dyan. Eh, samantala yung nang kikinig sa inyo, walang kain. Magbago kayo. Pag hindi, if you cannot mend your ways, if you cannot even give justice to the small boys that you have molested in the past, you do not have that moral ascendancy to lecture on what to do. Sanctity of life. You're enjoying your work. Pagkatapos, sanctity. Kayo dyan, mga palasyo. Ang mga tao na dyan sa squatters, tapos sanctity. Tumingin nga kayo sa lamin ninyo.
On the remote Filipino island of Guimaras, baby J. Crystal is being welcomed into the Catholic faith. Her father, Elmer Kahilig, is among the many celebrating her baptism. But this is no ordinary ceremony, because Kahilig is a Catholic priest who took a vow of celibacy. Father Kahilig has a long-term partner, Joy, and 3 other children, all named after the most important figure in his life.
First of all, I am a priest, the messenger also of God through Jesus Christ. So that's why I call them, JC. So that Jesus Christ, J. Chris, J. Christian, J. Christine, and J. Christil. Yeah. Just to remind them that they are the sons and daughters of Jesus Christ.
Father Cahilig's decision to have children puts him at odds with the Vatican's sacred law for ordained priests to be celibate. It's considered sexual misconduct and a sin. But Cahilig wants Rome to reconsider.
We made a lot of noise already, as we call it noise, in order for us to be heard by our bishops and also by Rome. We wrote letters, we sent emails in order for them to accept us.
But according to Catholic officials, the point of celibacy is to devote your entire life to make that sacrifice to God.
Yeah, correct, that's correct.
Aren't you showing disrespect to God?
In the church, when we talk about celibacy, this was only a man-made rule.
Some of your colleagues condone this practice.
I think that is possible. I concede that. But the way I see it, our culture has been impacted by a lot of immoral practices, little by little, little by little. And so that there are more and more cases of these clerical abuses.
But Archbishop Cruz says these abuses by Catholic clergy can be far more sinister than fathering children. The cases he investigates include the sexual abuse of vulnerable children, even rape. He handles up to 60 cases at a time and says it's the tip of the iceberg because bishops can investigate cases in their own diocese without bringing them to his tribunal.
There are 82 jurisdictions in the Philippines, 82. We say 82 archdioceses, dioceses, prelatures, etc., etc. And supposing they'll send the cases all here, I might drown.
Archbishop Cruz is speaking out to condemn that abuse.
I may be now offending a lot of my fellow bishops, but it's a personal stand. Gone are the days when you can just close your eyes and plug your ears, the bishop, as if nothing is happening.
From your experience,